Hey my friends, it's so good to see you today. Welcome to my studio. My name is Shailene Louise if we haven't met, and I'm a botanical watercolor artist from New Mexico. So tonight I'm going to be painting a spring bouquet. I had actually initially painted something entirely different earlier in the day. My husband was watching the kids. I had an hour and a half to paint, but I felt like I was just kind of racing the clock. I didn't have a ton of intentionality with that painting, and for whatever reason, it just kind of felt like my heart wasn't in it, and I didn't love the end result. So tonight, I felt like I still had a little bit of creative gas in the tank, and I decided to just go ahead and paint something different after my kids went to sleep. So I created this different spring bouquet, and you know, the lighting is artificial here. I like to create videos with beautiful natural sunlight, but my heart was in this one. So this is the video we're going with. So the reference photo I have here was from 2018. My parents lived in Oregon for a while. And I don't know, those of you who have been to the Pacific Northwest, you know that flowers out there are built different. Oh my gosh, the plants out there are profuse. Oh my goodness, there was just so many flowers everywhere. My parents actually grew a ton of the flowers in this painting, so I was able to pick some flowers from their garden or from local places that I picked. I think I went for a walk and picked a few of them. And I'm just so glad to have all these photos all these years later. I took hundreds of reference photos during that season that they were living up in Oregon, and I'm so glad to have them today. So while I paint, I really like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks. I don't know, it feels like it's kind of my time to just listen to my shows or episodes that I'm interested in. And tonight I was listening to some homemaking podcasts. I think I was listening to Homemaker Chic and Simple Farmhouse podcast, Simple Farmhouse Life, something like that. And I love to listen to shows about gardening and faith, home design, parenting, homeschooling. All those subjects are really interesting to me. So that's what I was listening to. I also really love to listen to the Intentional Parent podcast. And I also love to listen to Christy Knockel's Glorious in the Mundane podcast. That one is amazing. Sometimes I like to listen to audiobooks, but I'm on a podcast kick lately, so. While I was painting this one, I was using primarily a size 12 brush, as well as a tiny brush to use for some final details. But the brushes I have really nice points. I feel like if you're using a large brush, but it has that nice point, you're still going to be able to do quite a bit of detail. So I like to use one brush for dropping color and one brush for kind of smoothing it out. That's typically my method. So here is the end result with that beautiful sunlight, that natural lighting that I love. We finally got to see this one as it should be in the daylight. So I hope you enjoyed watching this process. The next morning, the same day I guess, I also decided to make myself a lavender latte. So these are some buds I harvested last summer. I boil them with a little bit of brown sugar and water, equal parts. Get it to a nice boil for about 10 minutes and then use just a strainer. And a little goes a long way. The flavor is incredible. I love a lavender latte. If you haven't tried it, you need to. They're so good. And for those of you who are wondering about last week's video, I created all these little plant starts. And so the lavender is doing really well as the chamisa, but the rosemary did not take. They all dried up, unfortunately. So I cut some branches from our neighbor's grapevine, and hopefully those ones will do really well. I would love to have some grapes growing in our yard. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little paint with me video. I love creating videos in this style, and I will see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.